We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Peter Alonso has a single, a double, and a home run already in this one. Looking for the toughest one to get in the cycle, the triple. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles waits on it. 2 gone.
Play ball. Full 4. Take your base. Out. First base.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 47.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes.
Now batting, catcher, Yan Gomes.
Hey, one down now.
Here now the 2-2. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second, there's Cano. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
5-0 the final score today. The Mets took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Noah Syndergaard earns his first win of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious New York Mets.
Yeah, bounce, bounce. My boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy. Yeah, hey, look, yo, okay. Concrete since day one. Ain't no time to make up. Ain't no top on that hoe. Like baby, where the egg. Thank you for your services and voicing on my haters. Be sure to leave your armor ain't penetrated. I get back, I hate. Poof, get out of here. I say congratulations, your old renovated. You lazy, my boy. Why you hating, my guy? You bought her come back or something. She come and play with your heart. I'm far from a popular artist, one of the hardest, no less than I saw your and I caught it blow like a cardigan sweater. Call it whatever you want. I got my revenue up in Beverly Hills. My ceilings like the Beverly Brothers. Ooh. Since day one, for Lauren been the same one. I came up in them go-go's, most of them was afraid of. Now, Mo say that. Now, Mo say that. But when your will is a fortune, you never gotta say that. Don't be talking too much. These copy too much. These cardio crazy. Chasing clout must be tough. Yeah, I wrote me a dozen. Got me up. I raise my hand and raise your family's. I'm playing. These don't be no gangsters. They be paying it. Yeah. Ain't dead, they just moved to the county. Put them out that S-class, I guess you don't see the problem. I know every who and every hoodle I'm around them. What you call a piece of mind, I call a picture for a hold up. Yeah, I'm in my luggage, hold up. Boy, I'm on the runway like I'm Ducky, hold up. Prolific, really be living my lyrics. So tell me who did it this big and who ain't about to slow up. My boy, 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 my boy.
Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to f with me? Off the ground, can't get enough of me. I don't play around, got that type of luxury. Going down, and ain't no catching up to me. Yeah, stepped in the building with my vibe on a million. Slide on the beat like my God, I'm so brilliant. All of the rappers put your pride to the side. Try collide with the squad. Take the mob into corn on the cob. Use a fraud, use a thorn in my side. I'm a back, I'm that turn of the knob on the door when the boys from the corner come you and tie you to something. Now stop with all that frontin'. That big money talk should be reserved for those that got it. But when you really got it, you ain't pressed to talk about it. That's why
we'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Zach Wheeler is back on the mound to start the 8th. He's been dealing to this point as he tries to keep this shutout effort going. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one.
Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings. It's interesting, though. His first pitch strike percentage, less than 40% so far in this one.
Comes set and the 0-1. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Juan Soto to the plate now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Here's the 0-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Wander Suero enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Adeiny Echeverria, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. 9th away now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The 0-2 home. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Robles waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next to the bat.
So here now is the pitcher, Zach Wheeler. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air out to right. Eaton is under it. 2 gone. At the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike 1. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run for Ahmed Rosario. His second of the game, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
They still have the bottom of the 9th to try and stage a comeback, but one thing that's not coming back is this blast to extend the lead to 3. Nice knowing you've got some room for error, especially on the road.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Turner gloves it. Throw on to Adams will take care of him, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run. No errors and no one left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Mets lead this one 3-0. Here's Howie Kendrick. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, in this day and age where everybody's watching the pitch count, that was pitch number 100 in the 9th inning, but he still looks awfully impressive on the mound.
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw just in time, and that was awfully close. Victor Robles digging in now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to third. On to first, and now the Nationals are down to their final out here. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch on its way. Clearly fooled there on the slider.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Behind 0-2 now. Last strike now for the Nats. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
3-0 the final score in this one today. New York rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Zach Wheeler gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, striking out 12 in the process. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 3 runs on 7 hits.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Robert Gesellman is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. Here's the first pitch. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
hit to first. Fielded cleanly. A play at the plate. The tag, and the winning run is out at home plate.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third, because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
In is Curtis Granderson as he rips it on the ground to second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Marlins strand a pair. Still tied 3-3. Sergio Romo takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 54.
Stepping in, Tomas Nido. He'll kick things off here in the 11th. First delivery to him on the way. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
2 strikes.
Ready with the 0-2. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Brandon Nimmo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Hit hard back up the middle. In there, a base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Nido heads for the plate. The relay, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Here's Juan Lagares as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Swing and a rocket to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The left fielder, number 8. Aaron.
Standing in, Aaron Altair. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Cooper has a play. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a two-run game now.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a two-run lead heading into the late innings.
Nick Anderson takes over here with the runner at first and two gone in the inning.
Number 52, Nick Anderson.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ramirez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. Mets out in front, 5-3. Luis Avilan takes the mound in a save situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th. Neil Walker will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Neil Walker.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Avilan has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball.
And he'll make the catch. Oh, check that. He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in. And now the plot will thicken a bit as you get a look at what remains in the Mets bullpen should they decide to make a move. Here's Starlin Castro. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
0-1 the count. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Rosario backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Jerry Familia comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Walker, base runner at first with 1 out. One there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Robert Gesellman claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 5 runs on
push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Turn around and throw it in reverse. DB11 is a verse. It goes skirt. Keep a drop a riding shotgun like she Kurt. Weaving through the traffic with my in a purse. In a St. Laurent straight jacket. If I crash, I go berserk. Overseas, I need a visa. Breezing in the visa. Try to see me when I'm speeding. You get burned like. And my she's a diva. Purdy like new Peter. Peter Piper pick up. Make my millimeter. Chilling on the chain, but the seats is heated. Shawty wanna race like a beaver. Leave it. Spent 3 G's on the sneakers. Like 3 stripes in the slash. I'm undefeated. Rick Owens, I'm tiptoeing. Push button, Kim Jong. Roll through, looking so cool in the old school like Vince Vaughn. Vroom, vroom. Nitro hit the turbo. Hold that. We don't want no. Cop the coupe, drop the roof, pops out the top like I'm a turtle. Oh, then she turn around and throw it in reverse though. Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Watch out. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse.
Yeah, been at, throw it backwards. Moonwalk into the like I'm Michael Jackson. Make a with your turn into an actor. Shimmy eye and this. I get clothes from Vaccarello, I get Celine from Slimane. I get packages from Paris, drop that FedEx on my name. I get runway off the runway to the runway on the plane. Told you we are not the same. See that spider switching lanes? Give us some gas, look at the dash. What is he doing? He going fast. Look at him whip, look at him smash, look at him skirt, look at the cash. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a man that's gone insane. He's on stage in a straight jacket, this is not a game, yeah. Like a candle, I've been too much to handle. This velvet jacket's fragile, okay, be careful when you handle, please. Yeah. Your hands look kinda dusty, please be careful how you touch me. In Paris, out the country. Ay!
Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse.
Satisfied.
Yeah.
Satisfied is all you.
Sinatra.
Big Pepe.
Satisfied.
Oh, you got the studio shout out. You feeling good about yourself right now, huh?
Satisfied is all.
6.
Hold up, let me get up in it now. I'm here to win it now. LOGIC, I'm feeling free, I'm finna bring it now. If you know the words, take a step back and sing it now. Never thought I'd have to, but I keep the windows tinted now. Like lottie-dottie, who got the keys to my Audi? Last time I said it went viral, I don't with nobody. And I don't with you, them, her, and him too. Cause don't none of y'all know a thing about what I've been through. And all that superficial you love, I'm just not into. And when it comes to getting deep in this rap I've been to, like the don't push me, I ain't no killer, but you know the rest. You think I caught the Holy Spirit, how I'm feeling blessed. Ain't no contest that all this whack, it just ain't no test. Step and get laid to rest, boy, step and get laid to rest. It ain't no S on my chest, but I'm still, while half of these still running. I've earned everything I've attained and they steal from them. Like, I'm the man, used to call you a hater, you a stand. Ain't nobody built himself a brand like me. I ain't signed a shoe deal cause I'm waiting for Nike to recognize all these youngins wanna be just like me. Cut the check for 20 million right now when we might see everybody rocking my kicks, preaching positivity. I get up, I get up, I get up. When I'm down, had enough, almost drowned. With rough, I get tough, and when I'm beaten to the ground, I get up. I never address me as Robert, less it's by that De Niro. Far from a hero, I ain't never say my. I'm not defined by these clothes as zeros. It don't matter if you got $6 or 6 figures on the creek, cause in the end we all 6 feet deep. Meanwhile, I'll be immortalized on a 6-beat. Flashbacks of having visions way back in G-Berg. Every single one of my homies and me work. Nothing had to get about it, make a hit, forget about it. Younger with a dream, but nobody gave a about it. 10 years later, pick up the pen, write a hit about it. And back then, I thought I'd be defined by how good I rhyme. Not like these rappers with flows, but look good online. Not made to feel bad for speaking about on my mind. Or caught a nigga who wish you was. I wish I could face my and smack that at air. Peaceful as possible. It's highly improbable, it's stoppable, but still, way too many people feel how I feel. That's on the real, on the real, on the real. I get up when I'm down, had enough, almost round. Rough, I get tough, and when I'm beaten to the ground, I get up. 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 When I'm down, had enough, almost round. Rough, I get tough, and when I'm beaten to the ground, I get up. I get up. Hey yo, said it on my last album, but you wasn't tapping in. Mumble, let's make rap again. Industry don't give up about rapper, what's happening? A hype beast. Now who's seeing me? Nobody reports the music. Rap TMZ. Nowadays, everyone divided, so I collided with headlines. Preach that. Go ahead, boy, now preach that. Wash my hands of this negativity. Worth to 3 stacks. So fresh.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Jeff McNeil may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. The second for 1. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Now batting.
Oh, man, that's
20.
just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he will make the catch to wrap this one up. And the Nationals have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in their face and salt this game away for his guys.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Washington jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Steven Strasburg gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Zach Wheeler pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Sean Doolittle records the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Like you're coming from Kingdom Come, rhythm and reeling, the feeling of riding the sound through the ceiling. Hey, hey, never got no money, but I'm running from my engine flooded, cold blooded, no money, I'm something low. I'm killing the moonlight, daylight. I got my X-ray eyes and I'm feeling so fine. Night running, all night running, star-studded, not far from. We're running all night running, cold-blooded all night running, all night running, star-studded, not far from.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Justin Wilson is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. Hit hard to the right side. but foul. The 0-1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Behind 0-2 now. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Hit well on the ground to first. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. We are still scoreless. Ready for another chance? Juan Lagares. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marcotte is giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Inciarte's there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Ground ball foul down the left side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Inciarte moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. Digging in the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now.
Acuna Jr.
Now the pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something. without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. Again, another foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 offering on the ground near home. Foul ball, strike 2. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Ready on 0-2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jerry Blevins takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 50, Jerry Blevins. Now catching and batting 9.
Now in the box, Wilson Ramos. He'll kick things off here in the 11th. First offering on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Ripped down the line. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
The right fielder.
So now here's where the game becomes a chess match. Is there you get a look at what's left in the Atlanta bullpen. Digging in, Aaron Altair. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he got him. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins, batting at an even .400. Here's the first pitch. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? There's 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we still have no score. Next to bat for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. He went down on strikes last time up.
Dansby.
First delivery to him on the way. Just a tick behind for a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. McNeil comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it. 2 down.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Ender Inciarte. He singled his last time.
Makes sense.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
This is one of the big consequences of playing into extra innings. It's really taxing on your bullpen, and sometimes guys like this have to throw a lot more pitches than they're used to.
Comes set, the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Altair racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Down in order go the Braves. We are still scoreless. Stepping in, Todd Frazier. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Comes set with the 0-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. A solo shot here to left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, somebody is anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here. We'll see if that leadoff homer stands up. Either way, that's definitely a way to start the extra frame.
Who is the worst team?
Tomas Nido will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Tomas Nido.
Orioles.
The 0-1. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. Acuna is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ahmed Rosario. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Good hit.
Hard liner toward short, but unfortunately right after shortstop for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Juan Lagares.
Now to the plate, Juan Lagares, attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going.
Somebody always takes an 0 for.
Now
You don't want to be that guy. He was
6.
0 for 5 coming into that plate appearance. This knock had to feel amazing for him. 1 for 6.
Stepping in now, Jeff McNeil. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 pitch. Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors. Jerry Familia is on now, hoping to finally wrap things up in the bottom of the 12th.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Lifetime against Familia. He's 1 for 5.
The right fielder, Nick.
Now here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Hit sharply on the ground. Cano has it. And there's one down now.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled on the ground to short. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Second baseman,
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there.
Number 8, Charlie Culverson.
Into the box now, Ozzie Albies, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
The 0-1 pitch. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. Justin Wilson claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jerry Familia wraps it up for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
dancing on a tightrope. No time to mess around. Oh, just trying to let my mind go. I'm never coming down. I found a preacher man to help me understand what we are doing here. And now the years have passed, been to the moon and back, and all I've realized, I don't know how I ended up so close to where I started. I went to war for peace of mind. What was it for? I'm dancing on a tightrope. No time to mess around. Oh, just trying to let my mind go. I'm never coming down. I'm never coming down. I'm never coming down. Just always stay in between the lines.
How different is it from 1/8? Not much different.
Just trying to let my mind go. I'm never coming down.
Was it worth getting?
Never coming down. I'm never coming down.
Yeah. Good, I'm glad.
We all come from an explosion in the sky. One day there was nothing, and the next day
You
was
would like it.
life. And all the rivers and the mountains and the sun and the moon, and then all of a sudden it's a cloudy June. It's a trap, and there's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's the death of happiness. Go and get the crowbar. We all fell down from a giant dying star. Stardust on the breeze.
We'll have to try it out sometime.
From nothing into all, and then the next thing to arrive is a terrifying fear of how you're
Yes.
supposed to live your life. It's a trap, and there's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's the death of happiness. Go and get the crowbar. People everywhere will try to bring you down. Those jealous
you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. Edwin Diaz is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. Here's the first pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D, where with the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the Braves are going to pull this one out. They walk off a winner.
Always great when a game really comes down to the ninth inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player.
Hey, you ready? Hey, grab that right there. Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, no, no. Not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got. I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top. Are you ready?
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Jacob deGrom still on the mound to start this ninth inning. He's got a shutout working to this point, so we'll see if he can finish this thing off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hits the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Here's the 0-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Hot shot down the line. 0-1 the count to Molina. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Yadier Molina goes quietly, and they've got only one out left.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
Jairo Munoz will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Metropolitans rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jacob deGrom earns his first win of the season as he struck out 13 in this one. Miles Michaelis is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Yeah, let's take it back to 2 turntables and a mic. Rip the microphone straight. That's the only way they're gonna hear you. Fresher than fresh. 2 turntables and a mic. Rip the microphone straight. Yeah, that's the only way they're gonna hear you. Hey yo, straight from the field. Everything I do is too real, too ill. Said they won't rap. Gotta give them rap. Run up in your city with that gritty boom bap. Yell it to the world. Never sleep on me. I'm just trying to wake them up. It's a free coffee. This is what you need. This is that tongue in cheek. This is that 1, 2, 3. No Sesame Street, but the numbers speak. Like, come on, come on. It's going down about the free fall. I hold it down like a fat kid on a seesaw. I do it bigger than bigger. I do it big, y'all. I ain't a ball of them. Bigger than beach balls. I'm locking loaded. This is pure survival. My idols, Biggie and Michael, and ain't nobody talking making any sense. Like people at the show still sitting in the stands. Get up. I bet it all like Proline. I ran it through the goal line and hit the gold mine. They try to leave me out to dry, hanging from the clothesline, but watch me go with Showtime. That's why I pay him no mind. Now let me know if we got what you need. Right. We get busy, and he don't sleep. Right. Ain't nobody here ready to leave. Right. So here we go. Here we go. Come on. 2 turntables and a mic. Let me on your tickle you till you giggle. Baby, I keep it since I was simple and little. I scribble these riddles to spin your head like a swivel. I talk my way out of pickles. You're talking so superficial. We know it. We know it. I keep it hardcore like hardcore. Luke against the Dark Lord like a Star Wars. I keep it sweating like Rick Ross flip-flops. I took my into my own hands like.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The New York Mets are looking to wrap this thing up, but with a 1-run lead and the middle of the order due up, this thing is by no means over. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's 0 for 5. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Oh and 1, here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The 0-2 home, and he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box, JT Realmuto, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The New York Mets came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Drew Gagnon claims the win out of the pen, his first. Edwin Diaz closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and they left no runners on base.
Look, I get it rocking like a cradle. I never sold, but I was able to see my partners make thorough bread without the stable while packing something that make it
good game.
Like Ooh, I hung around them shells like April. Oatmeal, Oatfield. Me when I get to saying it's so real. Folk will think that it's entertaining till fly, no subliminal. That's the plight of aggravated aboriginals. My whole life I've been congregating with. I swear I graduated with just minimal effort. Lectures to me was just receive better from the king of bets. Stop vexing. I swear Biggie taught me lessons. My guess is his propensity for excellence might not get discussed by the adolescents, but I'm blessed with. Yeah, the gift of carrying torches. Sometimes I get nervous as a suitor that's entering courtship. Ooh. Then I get to feeling euphoric. Holy flow, every bar low-key should be pimping it.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Ahmed Rosario has gone hitless so far in this one, but he's got another opportunity here to extend his 10-game hitting streak.
Hey, one time right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kingery has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Play ball.
Tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Phillies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Nick Pivetta wins his 3rd of the season. Zach Wheeler struck out 10 in the losing effort. Hector Neris earns the save out of the bullpen, his 2nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.
You say you sticking to the script, say that popping at the loop and put your hands on. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit. Grab a shovel, can you dig? MI's always wins, ain't no time for talking shit. Put your hands on. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit.
Talking reckless, I should be nothing. I don't need nobody, I'm showing up and I'm rich. I am throwing shade my way, but I ain't sweating it. I can beat your ass without putting any effort in. Identical to what's between your lips. Penny pinching out. You stay on some have respect, or you gon' end up getting drugged by your
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Michael Conforto has a single, a double, and a home run already in this one. Looking for the toughest one to get in the cycle, the triple. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
So striding in, Robinson Cano. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Robinson Cano.
is put in play to the right side of the infield. Hernandez fields it cleanly, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this.
Your attention, please. The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Conforto ranging back to the track, and this will kick off the base of the wall. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he is in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The New York Mets took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The New York Mets are looking to wrap this thing up, but with a 1-run lead and the middle of the order due up, this thing is by no means over. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And now this crowd, right around 34,000 fans, comes to their feet. Milwaukee, good night.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. New York used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jacob deGrom earns the win, his 2nd. Edwin Diaz hammers down the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the NL East, the Reds sent 3 balls into the seats as they manhandled the Mets 6-0. The San Diego Padres tossed a combined 1-hitter as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 3-2. The Marlins got 12 hits in this one as they bested the visiting.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Peter Alonso has a single, a double, and a home run already in this one. Looking for the toughest one to get in the cycle, the triple. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. McNeil leads off second with nobody out.
Nice rip, kid.
Liner in there for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Senzel will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Here's the catcher Wilson Ramos. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. 0-1, here's the pitch. Runner goes for second. And there's a base hit on the line. Now
all right, hold
throw to
up right there.
Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know about that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
The 3-0 pitch. And this is taken by Cano for ball 4, and he's aboard. Here's Echeverria now. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. The 1-2. Hit out towards second.
Stand up.
And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And to score, the runner from third.
Wow, last night must seem like a million years ago. They couldn't get anything going, but they're lighting it up in this one.
Play ball.
12-2, the final score in this ball game. The New York Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Seth Lugo earns his first win of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't get the toughest one of them all, a triple, but it was still an outstanding showing with the bat.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
You are kicking some butt tonight. Yes.
I'm gonna be one of the greats.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Jason Vargas is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. Mike Moustakas is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit in the air down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 0-2 home. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that it's battling.
The next 0-2. Scorched to third. Frazier's up with it. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
The first baseman, number 7.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Eric Thames has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped up. Frazier waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The left fielder, number 8.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Braun. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's a .333 hitter. He's taken him deep once. Conforto giving chase. He makes the catch, and we are headed to extra innings. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still no score. Adrian Hauser takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 37.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kane is under it. 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adeiny Echeverria. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A swing and a ground ball to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 3.
Into the box, Tomas Nido. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Heading out towards shallow right. Perez is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Go down 1, 2, 3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
The catcher,
lifted down the line in left, and no one will track it down. Ready with the 0-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Standing in now, Keston Hiura. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And it's fouled away. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the wind, the 0-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. Conforto is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Gone in order are the Brewers. We are still scoreless. Carlos Gomez is going to grab a bat now, so he'll be asked to get things started in the top half of the 11th.
91, Carlos Gomez.
Lifted in the air out to right. Perez is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Brandon.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here,
this one gets through, and that could bring in a run. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso as he hits one on a line to left field. Braun is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Christian Yelich will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 22, Christian Yelich.
Robert Gesellman takes the mound in a safe situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th.
Gesellman.
Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's gone 3 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Here's a high pop-up. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
The center fielder.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Edwin Diaz comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. First pitch of the at-bat. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Under it is Frazier now, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 14.
Ready once again, Hernan Perez. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. He's set, and the pitch. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. Fouled away. The Brewers down to their final strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over. And that one run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. Jason Vargas gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac.
Come and see me and maybe you'll die. But I can keep you in hard work, the fluid kind. That's enough for excitement today. Frustrated, faded, it's pay to play. Come and see me and maybe you'll try. I've been holding these pyros till they could fly. Open up and enlighten again. Enjoy the skyline, it's an incremental end. The rover.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Todd Frazier is at the plate here, having already gone deep twice in this one. Maybe we'll see number 3 here. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up on the backhand. And a close play at first, but he's called out and decided.
Let's play ball. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. 3. Out.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Hit to third. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over. 10-3 at the end of this contest. The New York.
When it's good, it's good, and when it's bad, it's over. Backstage, singing Crimson and Clover. I'm trying to get away, but they won't leave me alone. Trying to get away, but they're tripping on me. Trying to get away, but they're creeping on me. Trying to get away, but they're creeping on me right now.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Jacob deGrom still on the mound to start this 9th inning. He's got a shutout working to this point, so we'll see if he can finish this thing off. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Will Myers is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the 9th. In now, Austin Hedges. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Got it. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
Next to the plate for the Padres, number 9. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
In there, strike one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Jose Pirela will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 2,
The fastball that gets the lower part of the zone called for a strike. Two out with the man at first. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
San Diego down to their final strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final.
Time to make up, ain't no top on that hoe. Like baby, where the egg? Thank you for your services and voicing on my haters. Be sure to leave your armor ain't penetrated. I get back, I hate. Poof, get out of here. I say congratulations, your old renovated. You lazy, my boy. Why you hating my guy? You bought her come back or something. She come and play with your heart. I'm far from a popular artist, one of the hardest, no less than I saw your and I caught blow like a cardigan sweater. Call it whatever you want. I got my revenue up in Beverly Hills. My ceilings like the Beverly Brothers. Since they want for Lauren, been the same one. I came up in them go-go's, most of them was afraid of. Now, Mo say that. Now, Mo say that. But when your will is a fortune, you never gotta say that. Don't be talking too much. These copy too much. These cardio crazy. Chasing clout must be tough. Yeah, I wrote me a dozen. Got me up. I raise my hand and raise your family. I'm playing. These don't be no gangsters, they be paying it. Yeah, they ain't dead, it just moves to the county. Them out that S-class, I guess you don't see the problem. I know every who and every hoodle I'm around them. What you call a piece of mind, I call a picture for a hold up. Yeah, I'm in my luggage, hold up. Boy, I'm on the runway like I'm Ducky, hold up. Prolific, really be living my lyrics. So tell me who did it this big and who ain't about to slow up. My boy, 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 my boy.
Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to f with me? Off the ground, can't get enough of me. I don't play around, got that type of luxury. Going down, and ain't no catching up to me. Yeah, stepped in the building with my vibe on a million. Slide on the beat like my God, I'm so brilliant. All of the rappers put your pride to the side. Try collide with the squad, turn your mob into corn on the cob. Use a fraud, use a thorn in my side. I'm a back, I'm that turn of the knob on the door when the boys from the corner come you and tie you to something. Now stop with all that frontin'. That big money talk should be reserved for those that got it. But when you really got it, you ain't pressed to talk about it. That's why I hear that cap in all your raps and highly doubt it. The game too crowded. I'm about to get all the way the fuck about it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. 30 mil on the deal, depending on how the tour was routed. I seen you watch when you first dropped, that was clouded, which means you used to fake it till you make it type. I do you crazy with hollow, no holler back, just how the raps. I got up to make sure every dollar stack. Y'all aiming for the stars, I'm at your starter cap. Run like a quarterback. Stereotypical, but to hear me is pivotal. I will bury you and come and air out your. Have your homies on right next to Roman numerals. IVs, it's the reason why nobody try me. Having screaming, Lord, why me? Cold did me, grimy. He took it too far, he treat them like they back to back. I clap like that's a rap, but no video shoots, just hoodies and boots, putting your troops in boxes. I blew $1 million on white tees and Calvin Klein boxes. This is silly. My boy, 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 my boy. Say what?
Who gon' bring the crown? Who gon' try to
my boy,
crown? Can't get enough. I don't play around. Don't got no type of luck. Going down. Nobody catching nothing.
Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to with me? Off the ground, can't get enough of me. I don't play around, got that type of luxury. Going down, and ain't no catching up to me. Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to with me? Off the ground, can't get enough of me. I don't play around, got that type of luxury. Going down, and ain't no catching up to me. Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to with me? Off the ground, can't get enough of me. I don't play around, got that type of luxury. Going down, and ain't no catching up to me.
Side of the bed, cooler than the other side of the pillow, yeah. Act a fool cause there's nothing to prove because the proof is in the pudding, do tell. You hell, two worlds collide, make tell, make why, create a family all by choice. And when you mad at me, I lower my voice, grab my keys, iceberg slim, put you on freeze, walk off like a grab my, put it in the wind, I'ma blow till you simmer down, get her done. Too much fun to be had instead of arguing, I'd rather be up in them, nah, I'm just playing but I'm serious, ma. Ring around the rosy, got a pocket full of dough, buy it anything and take it anywhere you wanna go. Plenty fish out in the sea, but I keep throwing you the line. Go do it for me, baby. Do it, baby. One more time. If you keep doing what you do.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Drew Gagnon is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
in there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Lagares is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in now the always dangerous third baseman Manny Machado. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Ready with the 0-1. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Hit on the ground to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw on to first, and we are going to... Kirby Yates takes the mound to start the 11th inning. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. He'll kick things off here in the 11th. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. Tatis has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the bat.
Coming to the plate now, Adeiny Echeverria. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Up with it is Kinsler, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Michael Conforto will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 30, Michael Conforto.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Reyes is under it, and he makes the catch for out number strand 1. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Robert Gesellman takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Striding into the box, Will Myers. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Here's the first pitch. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
It's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time than the present to make sure you'll be part of the action this summer with a full or partial season ticket plan. Don't miss out. For information, stop by any stadium window and say hello to one of our friendly ticket agents. They'll find the plan to suit your needs.
Good fight to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Stepping up now, Austin Hedges. It was a walk in his last trip. In there, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Behind 0-2 now. Ready on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Manuel Margot will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. The relay. Throw to second, and he's out. But they do grab the lead on the run that scored away from the play. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. First delivery to him on the way. Popped up. Kinsler is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Tatis takes it in. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. And now we'll see if what's left of this crowd can rally their troops. Bottom of the 12th inning coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Friars 2. Franchy Cordero will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 33, Franchy Cordero.
Justin Wilson is on now, hoping to finally wrap things up in the bottom of the 12th.
Justin Wilson.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one.
Now batting. Number 23.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 0-1 the count. Cordero aboard here at first with nobody out. Strike 2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Grounded up the first baseline. The 0-2 once more. Hard on the ground toward short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody has got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Edwin.
First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Manny Machado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Hunter Renfroe. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McNeil is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Mets pick up win number 20 on the year. Robert Gesellman earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Edwin Diaz records the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that just about does it for...
Satisfied is all you.
Sinatra.
Satisfied.
Oh, you got the studio shot out. You feeling good about yourself right now.
Satisfied is all.
6. Hold up, let me get up in it now. I'm here to win it now. L-O-G-I-C, I'm feeling free, I'm finna bring it now. If you know the words, take a step back and sing it now. Never thought I'd have to, but I keep the windows tinted now. Like, lottie-dottie, who got the keys to my Audi? Last time I said it went viral, I don't with nobody. And I don't with you, them, her, and him too. Cause don't none of y'all know a thing about what I've been through. And all that superficial you love, I'm just not into. And when it comes to getting deep in this rap I've been to, like the don't push me, I ain't no killer, but you know the rest. You think I caught the Holy Spirit, how I'm feeling blessed. Ain't no contest at all this whack, it just ain't no test. Step and get laid to rest, boy, step and get laid to rest. It ain't no S on my chest, but I'm still, while half of these still running. I learned everything I've attained and they steal from them. Like, I'm the man, used to call you a hater, you a stand. Ain't nobody built himself a brand like me. I ain't signed a shoe deal cause I'm waiting for Nike to recognize all these youngins wanna be just like me. Got the check for 20 million right now when we might see everybody rocking my kicks, preaching positivity. I get up, I get up, I get up. When I'm down, had enough, almost round. With rough, I get tough, and when I'm beaten to the ground, I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up. When I'm down, had enough, almost round. Rough, I get tough, and when I'm beaten to the ground, I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up. Never address me as Robert, that's just by that De Niro. Far from a hero, I ain't never say my. I'm not defined by these clothes and zeros. It don't matter if you got $6 or 6 figures on the creek. Cause in the end, we all 6 feet deep. Meanwhile, I'll be immortalized on a 6 beat. Flashbacks of having visions way back in G-Berg. Every single one of my homies and me were plotting how to get about it. Make a hit, forget about it. Young and with a dream, but nobody gave about it. 10 years later, pick up the pen, write a hit about it. And back then, I thought I'd be defined by how good I rhyme. Not like these rappers with flows, but look good online. Not made to feel bad for speaking about on my mind. Or caught a nigga who wish you was. I wish I could face my and smack that they air. Peaceful as possible. It's highly improbable, it's stoppable, but still, way too many people feel how I feel. That's on the real, on the real, on the real. I get up when I'm down, had enough, almost round. Rough, I get tough, and when I'm beaten to the ground, I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up. When I'm down, had enough, almost round. Rough, I get tough, and when I'm beaten to the ground, I get up, I get up, I get up. my last album, but you wasn't tapping in. Mumble, let's make rap again. Industry don't give up about rapper, what's happening? A hype beast. Now who's seeing me? Nobody reports the music. Rap TMZ. Nowadays, everyone divided, so I collided with headlines. Preach that. Go ahead, boy, now preach that. Wash my hands of this negativity. Work to 3 stacks. So fresh, so clean. Who the illest on the scene? Wu-Tang, get the cream. Sinatra gon' reign supreme. Open your mental, get out your feelings like dental. This consequential, lighting a fire to the game. Can you rappers feel the flame? Now this won't be the same. For rap beef, I promise I want all of y'all to prosper. But deep down, you know it's only gonna be one Mufasa. I'm the king. The bling, but just might make you kiss the ring. All these rappers I came up on, I surpassed. I know it's Sting now. Don't try to twist my words and turn that into something. I love all you. Just wanna hear you spit. Drop my last shit, the whole wild world applauded it. Game still ain't give me my credit, so I'ma audit it. I'm heartless like Kanye in 08. Yeah, that's where the no ID. Now they all know who I be. I'm calling out Jay-Z to jump up on the track with me and smack the whole industry. Show 'em what that real rap do. The ball's in your court, Hove. I hope to hear from Guru. Woo.
Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Yeah. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Turn around and throw it in reverse. DB11 is a verse. It goes skirt. Keep a drop a riding shotgun like she Kurt. Weaving through the traffic with my in the purse. In a St. Laurent straight jacket. If I crash, I go berserk. Overseas, I need a visa. Breezing in the visa. Try to see me when I'm speeding. You get burned like. And my she's a diva. Purdy like Lupita. Peter Piper pick up. Make my millimeter. Chilling on the chain, but the seats is heated. Shawty wanna race like a beaver. Leave it. Spend 3 G's on the sneakers. Like 3 stripes in the slash. I'm undefeated. Rick Owens, I'm tiptoeing. Push button, Kim Jong. Roll through, looking so cool in the old school like Vince Vaughn. Vroom, vroom. Nitro hit the turbo. Pull that. We don't want no. Cop the coupe, drop the roof, pop out the top like I'm a turtle. Oh, then she turn around and throw it in reverse though. Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Watch out. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse.
Yeah, been at, throw it backwards. Moonwalking to the like I'm Michael Jackson. Make a with your turn into an actor. Shimmy eye and this. I get clothes from Vaccarello, I get Celine from Slimane. I get packages from Paris, drop that FedEx on my name. I get runway off the runway to the runway on the plane. Told you we are not the same. See that spider switching lanes? Give us some gas, look at the dash. What is he doing? He going fast. Look at him whip, look at him smash, look at him skirt. Look at the cash. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a man that's gone insane. He's on stage in a straight jacket. This is not a game, yeah. Like a candle, I've been too much to handle. This velvet jacket's fragile, okay, be careful when you handle, please. Yeah. Your hands look kinda dusty, please be careful how you touch me. In Paris, out the country. Ay!
Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse.
We're on a night run. Boy, you better hold your tongue. Talking like you're coming from Kingdom Come. Rhythm We're running all night running. Cold-blooded all night running. Night running all night running. Star-studded, not far from it. Night running all night running. Cold-blooded, we're all night running. Under the nightshade, tell me where we're hiding from. Like someone could steal it. Are we waiting for some kind of feeling, or saving it up for the morning? Undercover, the cloak and dagger. Is there a creature in the attic? Are we for real, yeah, or just pretending? Will it burn out by the morning? Night running, all night running. Star-studded, non-far from it. We're running all night running. Cold-blooded all night running. Night running all night running. Star-studded, not far from it. Night running all night running. Cold-blooded, we're all night running. We're on a night run, no telling where we're running from. In a world of secrets and demons and people hiding from the sun. Sending my message to everyone, losing control. Better not stop till I get home. Sentimental flowers don't grow. Gotta live through tidal waves and perishes and biblical floods. I got that green love in the streets in my blood. I'm on the final run, falling in and out of love. Oh. Night running, all night running. Star-studded, not far from it. We're running all night running. Cold-blooded, all night running. Night running, all night running. Star-studded, not far from it. Night running, all night running. Cold-blooded, we're all night running.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The New York Mets batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. And that's through, a base hit. Throw coming quickly, and the winning run moves up to third now with only one gone.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit. He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Line towards center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And they're going to walk off with a 4-3 victory. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat.
We'll come from an explosion in the sky. One day there was nothing, and the next there was life. And all the rivers and the mountains and the sun and the moon, and then all of a sudden it's a cloud of doom. It's a trap. There's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's the death of happiness. Go and get the crowbar.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The New York Mets are looking to wrap this thing up, but with a one-run lead and the middle of the order due up, this thing is by no means over. The 0-1 on its way. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying one at first, so objective number one is straining him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So a runner at first now with one away. And up next, it's the left-handed power threat, Matt Adams. No balls and one strike. Taylor leads off first with one away. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Matt Adams goes down, and they've got only one out left to work with. So it's a runner at first with two men out, and digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Last strike now for the Nats. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The New York Mets jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back.
Yeah, let's take it back to 2 turntables and a mic. Rip the microphone straight. That's the only way they're gonna hear you. Fresher than fresh. 2 turntables and a mic. Rip the microphone straight. Yeah, that's the only way they're gonna hear you. Hey yo, straight from the field. Everything I do is too real, too ill. Said they won't rap. Gotta give them rap. Run up in your city with that gritty boom bap. Yell it to the world. Never sleep on me. I'm just trying to wake them up. It's a free coffee. This is what you need. This is that tongue in cheek. This is that 1, 2, 3. No Sesame Street, but the numbers speak. Like, come on, come on. It's going down. I'm about to free fall. I hold it down like a fat kid on his
the seesaw. I do it bigger than bigger, I do it big, y'all. I ain't a ball of them, bigger than beach balls. I'm knocking loaded, this is pure survival. Fame to my idols, Biggie and Michael. And ain't nobody talking, making any sense. Like people at the show still sitting in the stands. Get up, I bet it all like Proline. I ran it through the goal line and hit the gold mine. They try to leave me out to dry, hanging from the clothesline. But watch me go with Showtime, that's why I pay him no mind. Now let me know if we got what you need. Right. We get busy, and he don't sleep. Right. Ain't nobody here ready to leave. Right. Here we go, come on, come.
Two turntables and a mic. Rip the microphone straight.
Right. That's the only way they gonna hear you. Yeah. Right. Let me on your and tickle you till you giggle. Baby, I keep it since I was simple and little. I scribble these riddles to spin your head like a swivel. I talk my way out of pickles. You're talking so superficial. We know it. I keep it hardcore like parkour. Luke against the Dark Lord like a Star Wars. I keep it sweating like Rick Ross flip-flops. I took my into my own hands like cross. Don't even try to correct me. Don't even try to understand and dissect me. And keep your mouth shut. You're talking too recklessly. I'm about to cut your line like a... Successfully, I did this domestically without any recipe and kept the integrity. I'm better than I ever been. I'm legend and a gentleman, pumping like adrenaline. I'm pain relief like medicine. Man, who bumped the turntable? I know you're feeling good, but this could quickly turn. Don't ever stop the music when you rockin' like this, cause you could lose a great thing like Tupac and 9-6. Let me know if we got what you need. Right. We get busy and he don't sleep. Right. Ain't nobody here ready to leave. Right. Here we go. Come on.
Two turntables and a mic. Rip the microphone straight.
Right. That's the only way they gonna hear you. Fresher than fresh. Right.
Twisted Sundays is about to be epic. Look, I get it rocking like a cradle. I never sold, but I was able to see my partners make thorough bread without the stable, while packing something that make it top spin like dreidels. Ooh, I hung around them shells like April. Oatmeal, Oatfield. Me when I get to saying it's so real. Folk will think that it's entertaining till fly, no subliminal. That's the plight of aggravated aboriginals. My whole life I've been congregating with. I swear I graduated with just minimal effort. Lectures to me was just receive better from the king of Bedford. Stop vexing. I swear Biggie taught me lessons. My guess is his propensity for excellence might not get discussed by the adolescents, but I'm blessed with, yeah, the gift of carrying torches. Sometimes I get nervous as a suitor that's entering courtship. Ooh, then I get to feeling euphoric. Holy flow, every bar low-key should be pinned in the, ooh. And look at, she's so gorgeous, she be with me whether I was flipping a Tesla or Taurus. Ooh, I'm a mess on my horror, but I've been blessed kinda sorta. Every bar brick and mortar, can't sing, but I'm known to finesse on the chorus. You can't see the flow unless you using the eye of Horus. Ooh.
Hey look, now that I've got your attention, peep game.
Ooh.
If he was whack and you came up with some paper, he's still lame.
Yeah.
Live by the G code every day. It ain't a game.
I promise you it's different.
So don't compare how you move to the real. It ain't the same.
One time for the West though, 2 times for the youngin' with the best flow. Lame ducks be like, what pond you from? I tell them harder than when monsoons come. And they chase cheese, only dipping when that fondue come. And run that bass till they heart go out just like you, son. Hey look, this for my partners who low-key pitching around. And those that laughed at me when I stayed at my mama house. My pocket's fatter now, my mama see something to brag about. And I spit punches and bunches like I'm Marvin Hagler now. Ooh. Swear it feel marvelous. Remember times my mama barbered us, made us look barbarous. The hood part of us that don't start of us, got the heart of Spartacus. Street Gentiles like Barnabas. That means with love, difference between us. Fake bar, default, and conceive us. The truth is they ain't different. These sacrilegious folk with you long as your paint dripping. But when you jammed up in traffic, they get the lane switching. Ooh, haters don't feel you till your name mentioned. Scripture tell me no one excluded when rain dripping. We all part of the picture, it's just our frames different. And I still ride for my, I just different. Ooh.
Hey look, now that I've got your attention, peep game. If he was whack and you came up on some paper, he's still lame. Live by the G code every day. It ain't a game.
I promise you it's different.
So don't compare how you move to the real. It ain't the same.
You say you sticking to the script, say that popping at the loop and put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit. Grab a shoulder, can you dig? Am I always wins? Ain't no time for talking shit. Put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit.
Talking reckless, take it the next thing. I don't need nobody, I'm showing up and I'm what I am. Throwing shade my way, but I ain't sweating it. I can beat your ass without putting any effort in. Your identical to what's between your lips. Penny out. You stay on some have respect, or you gon' end up getting drugged by your niggas. We gon' grab high, catch it Jackson. My people ready.
You say you sticking to the script, say that popping at the loop and put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit. Grab a shoulder, can you dig? Am I always wins? Ain't no time for talking shit. Put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit.
Yeah, I'm still a tones, just a holding, but I got them hands. Not the fight of me. Leave me where you stand. Please, I might greed, know to make a bleed. Any day, catch a fade and hang it in the street. I be on the stupid. I be going crazy, dude. I been throwed off, train to go. Before middle school, standing real tall, like he hard, but it's up tall. Got a glass jaw, I'm a southpaw, yeah.
You say you sticking to the script, say that popping at the loop and put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit. Grab a shoulder, can you dig? Am I always wins? Ain't no time for talking shit. Put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit.
What it do, boy, huh? How your boy, huh? You a green boy, why you making a scene, boy, huh? I jump clean, yo, then I jump in the ring, boy, like AB, when the bell ring, I swing, boy. Oh, you acting, oh, you acting up. What's gonna happen when somebody you up? Just because he wanna be tough, bet you fold when somebody call you bluff.
You say you sticking to the script, say that popping at the loop and put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit. Grab a shoulder, can you dig? Am I always wins? Ain't no time for talking shit. Put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit.
Crank it up in the parking lot. What these talking about? Lately I've been seeing a lot. Lately I've been hearing a lot. Gold glove, gold glove. I remember what them brought me. What? You remember me from MOB. Going mostly ATE. Don't address me, text me, talking about around gon' be. Man, when we come through, hey, we gon' hit. You talking about a stank. DJ Combo.
You say you sticking to the script, say that popping at the loop and put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit. Grab a shoulder, can you dig? Am I always wins? Ain't no time for talking shit. Put your hands up. We can hit, we can hit, we can hit, we can hit.
Mellow made it right. I was damn bad, now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby, told my protector chill. Sipping all this, my bad is on it. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me when I've been riding in the Phantom. Got all designer on me. I'm so fly, don't matter. I wanted to feel the V12 when I was riding in Atlanta. Busy been cooked all day. I'm now my family. I got 3 with me. They want the baguettes on their neck. I was made inside the projects. I got on my set. I was really on the floor. Then I woke up in the jet. Ain't never had to dodge no. I just might cop demon. I'm shopping at Neiman's, ballin' every season, feeling like I'm dreaming, shining every weekend. All they know is that I was broke. Then I got a brand new coupe, Louis V's on my shoes, and all my by the tubes. First time in V12, she was hanging at the roof. My VV's ice cream, I didn't even have to scoop. Got the whole universe in my ceiling, I'ma set the mood. I seen his main, looking at my neck, ooh. I was damn bad, now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby, told my protector chill. Sipping all this, my bad is on that. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me when I've been riding in the Phantom. Got all designer on me, I'm so fly, don't matter. I wanted to feel the V12 when I was riding in Atlanta. Busy been cooked all day, I'm now my family. She just popped it, wanna see how the vet feel. Fiji on my rollie, make her wanna have some for real. Tennis chain, my neck on chill. I ain't had to go get no deal. Last month I spent 100,000 on the closet. I bought the penthouse just to handle my. Got the new crib, my fresh out, he kept it solid. 20 bands on me, can't even fit inside the wallet. Time ballin', 13 on me like I was Harden. Yeah, no Richie, might take my ride through the 6. I've been mixing my designers, I'm fly as I just talk about my lifestyle, I don't ride it. Ever since that jail cell opened up, I let these diamonds hit. Yeah, I was damn bad, now I'm on a jet for real. Got all this ice on me, baby, told my protector chill. Sipping all this, my bad is on it. I want a couple million without a record deal. Got 25,000 on me when I've been riding in the Phantom. Got all designer on me, I'm so fly, don't matter. I wanted to feel the V12 when I was riding in Atlanta. Busy been cooked all day, I'm now my Phantom.
You ready? Hey, grab that right there.